Welcome, everybody. It's the 26th episode. Happy Earth Day. DJ Lumberjack. He's all natural today. He's all natural. DJ Lumberjack is all natural. I've got two headsets on. One's for the music and one's for my microphone. Word is bond. That's right. What I say is not the truth, but it's my own heartful truth. If that makes any sense. Does this make any sense? What am I doing? Am I hella dense? It doesn't matter. We're gonna talk organic sustainability and everything that is nice and beautiful, like roses. Did you see that picture? I'm gonna hit you with the blur of topics that'll make you think twice and reduce your waste. I'm just freestyling off the top of my dome. I know it sounds kind of foolish. I better leave it alone. I better get on to what am I doing? I better get on so I don't ruin this live stream. Know what I mean? This is a beat I made. It's called Ascension. What can I state? Yes, I'm in the bare-chested, but here's a secret. I'm not naked. I've got my shorts on, but hey, it's Earth Day. All right, so I'm just gonna cut out the crazy freestyle. Welcome to the 26th episode. It is Sam, DJ Lumberjack. We are a minute in. I am really focused on getting this vlog down to 15 or 20 minutes. It's gone to about a half hour now, 30 minutes. So give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, share. This is the YouTube channel, Viral Media Network 415. The Viral Media Network is the company. And I am the executive producer. I'm also a DJ, and I work in the broadcasting production field, mainly live sports, but also some corporate stuff and whatnot. But I run Viral Media Network on the side of that. Now that my quote-unquote professional work has dried up, I am all about doing this vlog to share my developments personally and professionally with Viral Media Network and my family life and my personal life. Given this pandemic and given this, crisis that we're feeling and the shelter in place and the opportunity that it has to let us grow and stay healthy. And if we're not, unfortunately, contracted with the disease, the virus, we have all this time. Those of us that aren't working or limited work or working from home, we're juggling that with our kids, which I know is tough if you have kids, but also a time that you can learn to cook more at home, learn to do all those things on the chore list or to-do list that you didn't get a chance to do. If you're watching us on Instagram, that's great. That's right here. Woo, woo. That's at viralmedia.network. And of course, the YouTube channel is Viral Media Network 415. So that's what this vlog is all about. Let me flip to the notes. Oh, did I not write notes? They're in the description. I'm going to freestyle this. That's okay. So yeah, and again, getting back to how you can follow us, it's at viralmedia.network for the Instagram and Viral Media Network on Facebook. And so let's move on from that. So the opening monologue is about Earth Day. Happy Earth Day, everybody, and just having that intention of trying to be more sustainable, reduce waste. Where did I put the stuff? I had it in my pocket. Did I set it down? Examples of reducing waste. I had the stuff, and now I don't know where they went. But basically, the links are in the description of this video. Reducing waste by not using disposable Ziploc bags and getting reusable bags. I've talked about this before on the show. Using reusable bags when you go get produce. They're mesh bags. They work great. I could have sworn I brought them up with me. Anyways, the link is in the description of this video. Buy reused and secondhand stuff. Cheap plug for my wife, The Dark Dish. She runs a vintage shop online, but there's tons of stuff out there. Currently now, during the shelter in place, all those stores have shut down. So it's been kind of a tragedy that that's not accessible because it is low cost to a lot of a lot of people, and then she's able to sell it, online as well, which is easier than going into the shop. But yeah, so basically, the opening monologue I want to say is all about trying to have an intention of start a garden, even if it's indoor. One, grow a plant or two indoors. Bike more, walk more. I know public transit is tricky these days with uh, everything being shut down and having to wear protective masks. There might be more exposure to the coronavirus on public transit. Um, but nonetheless, this idea that, we've seen that people driving less are able to, that leads to reduced air emissions and, the air being cleaner and stuff like that. So on today, the Earth Day, I want us to recognize that and realize that that's a powerful thing. Also, reducing your waste at home, like I said, getting a compost bin. If you guys want to take a look at my compost bin, I'm happy to share that. I have pictures here about that. But yeah, that is basically the opening monologue. Is setting that intention. Buying secondhand is great. I mean, obviously you need to buy some things new, but a lot of things, you can buy secondhand. They're in good condition. Sometimes you find stuff at secondhand stores that are basically brand new. Someone bought it once, or it was a gift, and they didn't want it, so they basically donated it to Goodwill. So I would recommend looking into that. Grow more of your own garden. The theme of this vlog is all about Earth Day. So the podcast we recommend has to do with gardening and taking what you garden directly into your kitchen. Um, the video of the day. There's two videos of the day. One is how to reduce waste, and one is a hip hop video, vegan hip hop video. If you're familiar with the Vegan Mob, there's a great vegan barbecue place. It used to be Quickway in downtown Oakland. Um, but the guy that runs it's also a rapper. He's got a video featuring Be Legit. You've noticed Be Legit's lost a ton of weight. It's because he's a vegan. So I'm not personally vegan. I have vegan tendencies. I still eat meat, but even if you do eat meat, it's all about reducing your meat consumption, especially beef. I personally think that you can still eat beef sustainably, maybe once a month, once every other month, maybe just once a week to start. But I believe you can have beef sustainably and not over farm beef. But there is the vegan movement that says no beef at all, no meat at all. I respect them. So we have vegan nights sometimes. The recipe I had the other day was a spaghetti squash. So that's really want to stay with that. We want to move along to the good deed of the day. The good deed of the day. Can I get a drum roll, please? Sorry, I had stuff on my drum. I would push it up here. Let me just show it so y'all can see it. Ready? The drum roll, please. Good deed of the day. It is Ava DuVernay. She has set up a grant for minority women, mainly black and brown women, up to $250,000 in grants. And this is fantastic. And I believe it's people that are directly affected by excuse me, people that are directly affected by the COVID-19 and pandemic. Oh, and there you go. Pop it right up. Let me scroll down so you can see most of it. So there she is. Women of color, I should say. Minority women are eligible. I guess that's not necessarily a PC way to say it. Should I change that? Let me change that real quick just so people don't get mad at me. Women of color. I think that's the better way to say it. $250,000 funding initiative called Array Grants that will provide vital financial support to grassroots entities that serve as cultural catalysts for narrative change. The mission is to help fund organizations and individuals that center people of color and women of all kinds. The Array Alliance is DuVernay's nonprofit foundation, and that's how the grants will be administered. It's dedicated to independent film projects, specifically dispersed to art advocates, filmmakers, journalists, regional film festivals, and other grassroots organizations that have the goal of changing the narrative. 10,000 worth of grants have already been donated, including Urban World Festival, Lumbee Film Festival, not Lumba, Sankofa Film Society, Cinema Detroit, the House Museum of African American Culture, Gary International Black Film Festival, and others. So there's a link here. This link is the link to this article is in our description of this video again. So everything that I refer to in this vlog is in the description of the video. So that's a good deed of the day. Before I move on to the recipe of the day, I didn't mention at the top, we have a special guest today. We have a special musical guest. It's my boy Justin Laneletter down in Santa Cruz. He has his musical setup. Of course, I have my little Serato and stuff, but all my my turntable stuff and my recording stuff is in a studio in San Francisco. And because I haven't really had a chance, I might do some vlogs from there, but because I haven't really had a huge chance to do that, I've just been doing it small scale here, and I haven't really been able to set up my whole musical setup. But he has his already set up to the computer, so we're going to phone him in about 4 minutes. In fact, I should probably hit him up to make sure he's ready on Google Hangouts, and we're gonna go there. But let's move on. If you're not familiar with the show, I start off introing what we're all about. I do an opening monologue. I have a good deed of the day. Then I talk about a recipe of the day, and I basically give other recommendations for YouTube and podcasts to listen to, books to read, a recipe of the day, album of the day. I used to have several topics I talk about, but in order to be able to have a shorter show, and I'm already almost at 15 minutes anyway, so here we go. Looks like I'm clocking in at 12 minutes. So I got 3 more minutes. It's probably going to go for another 10 minutes. But anyways, I'm getting a text for, here comes. So anyways, let me move on. The recipe of the day is sourdough starter. There's a link in the description. There's a video. It's too hard to describe on this, and I'm just learning it. So the guy who does this video is great. I would subscribe to him on YouTube. And that is probably going to be a video of the day at another time. Once again, happy Earth Day. I want to remind everyone, too, that... where's the YouTube logo? Did I lose the YouTube logo? That's all right. It's not a big deal. I want to remind everyone, too, that our YouTube page that you're watching this on is Viral Media Network 415. And quickly, I want to highlight some of our videos that we've done specifically for Earth Day. And this is a hiking video we just recently put out. We shot this right before Shelter in Place, and then I released it during Shelter in Place. So unfortunately, I don't think, I think a lot of people, it's already got 22 views. That's not a ton. Released it March 17th. And a day before I started the vlog, and it's a fun little Upper Bridgeview trail hike in Oakland here. But yeah, local Bay Area hikes is a series of videos we do. Make sure to check that out. It's some of the videos that we do on Viral Media Network 415. That's our YouTube channel, so make sure to subscribe and check out our other videos. And here you can see me again, right?
Hi.
Oh, there I am.
Viral Media Network. Now today we're in Oakland.
You've heard that track before, right?
Neighborhood right near the...
So that's the YouTube. That's our video of the day. We're going to move along to the YouTube video day, and as I mentioned, there are two. There are 2 videos of the day. The first one being 12 ways that you can reduce waste. And boom, 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 boom. Did I turn off? Okay, there we go. and that's the Vegan Mob official. We'll start with that. It's called "It's the Mob" by Don Toriano, featuring King Seidel and Be Legit. And so we'll watch a little bit of that now. You can subscribe. This is on 90X Vision. You can subscribe to them. So they shot this at Vegan Mob, which is again is at Lakeshore where the old Cookway used to be in Oakland. So yeah, you can see 90X Vision is the channel.
It's the mob, it's the mob, it's the mob, it's the mob. Pull up on us, baby, we gravy, never know rah. We got them bealers, baby, it's mob stuff. We got that sea marsh.
Let me quickly. I'm just gonna have him call me on the video, and then we'll switch to that screen. So we're waiting on Justin. He's gonna be giving us some musical accompaniment. That's part of the reason the show might go a little bit over. So there's that video. Again, this link is in our description, but it's at 90X Vision. I just subscribed to them. Should have subscribed to them earlier, but it's the Mob, Don Toriano featuring King Seidel and Be Legit. Here he comes calling. Quickly, let me get to, again, this link is in our video. 12 cheap and easy tips for reducing your waste. What up, Justin? Can you hear me? Yo, what up, Justin? Give me a sec. Let me finish this segment I'm getting through, all right? Can you hear me?
All right.
All right, I'm just sharing this one video, and then I'll get to you, all right? So this right here is 12 ways in honor of Earth Day. This is an Earth Day video. 12 ways, 12 easy and cheap and easy tips for reducing your waste. And I thought it was apt. And these guys have some really good ways to do it. This is kind of a step by step. But again, this link is in the description of this video, so check this out. And again, the two videos of the day are linked in our description. The Vegan Mob official video and this one, 12 ways to reduce, cheap and easy ways for reducing your waste. And this is from Exploring Alternatives. They're a great channel to check out. And again, we got Justin on the line, who's our new guest. So let me click him in and make sure we got him. He's going to have a little jam for us. Let me make sure I got him. Hangout video call. There he is. Yo.
Can you hear me all right?
I can hear you, man. Let me. I forgot to make a graphic for you, but you're kind of in the. Can you center yourself in the screen? This is my buddy Jay, Justin Laneletter. He is a good friend of mine. He lives down in Santa Cruz. And can you see I'm here for Earth Day? All natural.
Yeah, all natural.
So I was saying to people, oh, I'm actually clean from the waist down. So I'm not officially naked. I don't want to get kicked off YouTube. But it's a good, it's a good illusion of all natural. And plus, you got to share the goods with the rest of the world.
Sure.
So you got a little jam for us, man? I was trying to keep these vlogs. They've been going on for 40 minutes or so, and I've been trying to keep them under a half hour, 20 minutes. So I don't want to be short with you, but do you mind just doing a quick little jingle? We'll check in, and then maybe we'll just keep this an ongoing thing every day as a little 5-minute bit or something. Oh, you're freezing up.
That it doesn't feed back on you guys, but. Yeah, let me try and make some noise here.
Whoa! That is loud. Welcome to another dimension. This is an experiment in sound. It is mixed from Santa Cruz to Oakland. If you can turn the camera so we can see what you're doing, all we can see is the door in the background. Earth Day. There it is. There's his other camera. Go, Justin. Hey, hey, Justin. He's the man with the sound. He's got all the sequencing. Yeah. Playing those keys. It's oh so sweet as he rocks it down to the motherfucking beat. It's a mix. It's a mix of the Pink Floyd and the 80s rock. Yeah, dude, it sounds great. He's rocking that beat. It's always live, and I'm kicking it just like the Jackson 5. But it's lumberjack, I'm all natural, and I wish we could still play basketball and baseball. Not forget hockey. Oh, you know me, I'm kind of hairy. I don't shave, but I'm kind of brave. We're going to outer space with these sounds that he's. Ooh. Sorry, you lost that there for a sec, folks. Wasn't trying to switch. Yo, Justin, can you hear me? 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 Justin. Yo, yo. Yo, Justin, can you hear me? I don't think you can hear me. Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So fade down the music because I wanted to keep it a little short just because the vlog is supposed to not be that long. I just want to chat for a bit and give you an intro.
Oh yeah.
So everyone, this is Jason Laneletter. Let's give him a round of applause. That was fucking awesome, man. Justin. Sorry, my mind's kind of all over the place. It's Justin Laneletter. Sorry. That's your stage name. Rocking the beat. This is an experiment. We're gonna try and do this more often. And tell me how you're trying to stay busy during this, shelter in place, and what you're trying to do for Earth Day to make the world a better place.
Wow, I don't even know what day of the week it is, to be honest, man. Like,
maybe that's a good thing.
Trash day. Mainly, what I've been doing is taking care. I got a little baby too, who's having a little trouble, but we're taking care of her. and just shelter in place. I've also been occasionally streaming music. Like this is my music streaming rig
It's pretty sweet,
on
dude. It's pretty
Twitch.
nice. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, I mean this is really unplanned. Anyway, my Twitch handle is Sarcasmotron if anybody wants to check it out, but there's no videos on it currently because it deletes them after 2 weeks. But I'm thinking about doing it again. You know,
Yeah.
maybe.
Well, cool,
I'm trying
man.
to figure out a way so I don't like hear crazy echo coming from.
I'm glad this
Looking
worked
at
out. I think you should be part of this show, just like maybe intro and stuff, but I think we should develop our own show that's just as like jamming with you playing the music over there and me kind of like freestyling over it. You know what I mean? Could you hear me?
Yeah, I think something like
I
that
mean,
could totally work.
that was just like whatever. That wasn't really that good, but like, could you hear me like talking over it while you were playing?
Yeah, well, basically, I'm running it from my phone. It's separate from my headphones.
Right,
Unfortunately, I can hear my playing coming through it too, so it's distracting.
right.
But I'll figure out a way to do it.
Yeah, we'll dial a live
Because
experiment. That's part of the show. That's part of what makes it you know, the appeal is like where it's evolving as we go, you know, the live stream, you know what I mean?
well, it's almost like I want to experiment with it, like while we're talking.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Try to get it to work. Because I think there's a way that I can.
See, this
Yeah,
camera
it's
just
funny because I'm calling
went
from the
dead.
same account twice. I can't like mute myself.
Yeah.
So it's almost like I need to.
Well,
set up
I
an
think you
additional
muted
account.
the camera because all I see is your Earth icon, which is awesome because it's Earth Day. So.
Oh yeah, I mean that is also probably because my phone's on Wi-Fi and it's just going in and out.
Right. Well, cool,
But,
man. I don't want to cut you off, but I am trying to keep this show short, so I got a couple things to cover.
No
Like,
worries, dude.
we got an
Yeah,
album
thanks
of
for
the
having
day.
me.
Can you see what I got for the album of the day?
I can't. I don't know that one. What is it?
You know who that is, though, right?
It looks like I don't know, freaking Santana.
There you go. So with that, I hope you have a happy Earth Day. Check out this video. It'll be archived, and you can see all the description in the description. All this, I have all these Earth Day tips of like, you know, gardening stuff, sustainability stuff to reduce plastic and waste, and I really recommend you checking it out.
Nice, man.
We'll check. Do you want to do this again tomorrow?
Nice,
You want to do this again tomorrow?
yeah, let's talk about it. I want to troubleshoot a little bit of this stuff.
Okay. Maybe we'll save it for
that.
Friday. Maybe we'll save it for Friday. Have a day to figure stuff out.
Yeah, I mean, there's no good reason why I can't do it. Although, you know how it goes with it, baby.
Absolutely, man. I hear you, dude. Well, cool, brother. Good to see
man.
you. Thanks for your time, man. We'll jam some more. All right? Cool.
Got it.
Later. Thanks. All right. Let me switch out of that. There you go. Now you can see me again. Yeah, I hate to cut him off, but you know that's how we do it. So you know that's kind of how it goes. So real quick, let's wrap this up. We got about a half hour in, and we want to cover a couple more things. So we're gonna turn that off and go to the topic of the day. Let's quickly bless the essential workers. We always bless the essential workers. They are the lifeblood of what's keeping this economy going and keeping us safe. People at the hospital working, all top-down level, doctors, nurses, administration, janitors, anyone really, you know, in the cafeteria, keeping them fed. We also want to thank the first responders, delivery workers, food workers, farm workers, everyone that's still working, social workers, government workers, DMV workers, everyone that's still working, keeping this economy going, keeping us safe. Thank you very much. The topic of the day is getting back to the SBA loans, and they looks like we're coming out with a second round of them, and that's a good thing, you know. I would apply. It's recommended to apply now, early and often. They're not coming out for another week or two, but make sure to do that quickly because the earlier you get it in, the more chance you have of getting it. And they're going to be more scrupulous. I've talked before about bigger corporations posing a small business. There's a link. It says top 10 right here. Top 10 corporations that took most of the money. There's a link of the article is in this description again, and I don't have that readily at hand, unfortunately, but check that out. These are the big corporations that acted as small business through a loophole to get most of that PPP money. And if you're not familiar with the PPP, it's essentially the Payment Protection Program, which was real quick, this is the Sourdough Starter guy, but to ensure that small businesses were able to Payment Protection Program pay their employees in a small business and to keep the payroll going even if they weren't in business. So this second wave, they're going to be more scrupulous. They're going to be more scrutinous about which companies are really small business and which are more deserving. So hopefully you can act on that. Go to the SBA.gov website to learn more, and that's how that shakes down. And as I told Justin, and I alluded to, the album of the day is Santana, and it is right here. There's a link again to buy it on the description of this. It's Inner Secrets. It's got a lot of great tunes, and again, from an album lover, it's got the front and back of the band, and look at that hat he's wearing. That's like a raccoon hat or something. And then it's also got the great liner. Of course, if you get it digitally, which is fine, or CD, it doesn't have quite as much. But there's some great songs on this. And I'm trying to remember offhand. One Chain Dealer, Open Invitation, Life as a Lady, and The Facts of Love. I mean, this is just a great Santana album. I recommend it, and it's one of the lesser known ones. It doesn't have necessarily all the hits that you hear all the time, but it's just one of these ones, especially during this time. It really sets you at ease and just makes you enjoy that. Real quick, let's just check this video out, because this guy's a good YouTuber, and he's got a great site. The Sourdough Starter, here he is. Basically,
from scratch,
step by
you
step.
came to the right place.
So,
I'm gonna make it quick and easy. First things first.
step by step, really good visuals,
First thing you're gonna
good
need
graphics.
is a vessel for your fermentation. Now let me preface that with the fact that these do need to be made out of water that's too hot. This isn't starter to become active. Before you get started, you want to write down and to that you're gonna add, and now all you gotta do is cover it with a loose fitting lid. That's it. Whatever you do, do not cover it with a day from day 1 to day 7. Also,
So it's a 7-day process, but it's really step by step.
Food so that it can continue to stay alive. It's a necessary evil. Now, you're going to leave 70 grams of yesterday's mixture behind, which is considered the mature starter. And this is why we recorded our jar weight in the beginning.
So sorry to go backwards, because I really want to keep this under a half hour. I was trying to keep it 15 minutes, but c'est la vie. Yeah, I just wanted to show that video because I had it locked up. Again, that link is in the description of this video, so make sure to check that out too and subscribe to him. He's a great YouTuber, as I said. Moving on, we got the album of the day. The book of the day is getting back to Earth Day. We have the encyclopedia. Whoops. The all-new Encyclopedia of Organic Gardening. Again, this link to buy this is in the description of this video. Rodale's all-new Encyclopedia of Organic Gardening, and it literally is an encyclopedia by alphabetic order, different plants, different techniques, different bugs, different, it's got great illustrations too. For instance, composting the bin, how to set up the bin, things like that. Really step-by-step instructions. It's great. It's great as a reference, mainly. I wouldn't sit down and read it from start to finish. Here's how to plant a tree, breaking down all the different parts of a tree and how to set it up right. And if you have a specific need, you just look it up in here. And organic gardening is it. And finally, we get to our last recommendation of the day, and that is the podcast of the day. And I picked this one because there's a ton of other sustainable podcasts and other organics, stuff about home gardening and sustainability. But this one was cool because this is an Australian podcast. It's called All the Dirt. And it's just a different perspective. I mean, there's a ton I could have given for, an Earth Day style. So it's just allthedirt.com.au/podcast. But it just gives you a different perspective of what it's like in Australia and how they do it down there. And that's why I picked it, because, there's so many here in America. It's just cool to get a different perspective and see how that works out. So they basically, their main focus is how to go from farm to table, from your home garden to your table, and great cooking ideas. Here's episode 108, how to grow food at home fast and effectively. When I saw, Brent Burns, I thought it was the hockey player, but I guess because, this is Australia, Brent Burns is someone else. He's a soil microbe farmer. But they talk, about larger farms that are sustainable and organic. Here's a podcast about a fire-resistant garden. A lot of people are into native gardens. And this is definitely an interesting perspective, talking about the fires in Australia here, from January 28th episode. So, yeah, I think that's interesting, and I think it's worth a listen to. And as I said, there's other sustainable gardening, home gardening, ways to be healthy podcasts. But again, I picked that just give it sort of a different perspective from Australia. So that is the show for the day. Happy Earth Day, everybody. I hope you enjoyed me in the natural state that I am, minus all the wires hooked up to me. But come on, you gotta love this beefcake. It's the Lumberjack. Oh, not the Cali Crusher. We might have another Cali Crusher takeover soon. And I also want to thank Richie Cunning and DJ Bad DJ Steb Montez for a wonderful interview last night. That's going to be the next podcast. It's going to come out May 1st, next Friday, a week from this Friday. And we'll be back tomorrow for the vlog. Same Lumberjack time, same Lumberjack channel, Viral Media Network 415. I am Sam DJ Lumberjack, the executive producer of Viral Media Network. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share the Viral Media Network 415 channel. And find us on Instagram and Facebook at viralmedia.network, on Instagram, Viral Media Network on Facebook, or our website, viralmedianetwork.com. Once again, this is the 26th vlog, live, Earth Day edition. We'll see you again live tomorrow at 3 p.m. Pacific time. Thank you so much again for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you again to our guest, Justin Laneletter. I don't know why I called him Jacob or whatever hell name I used. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you. Hope you're enjoying this beat. This is one that I put down. Here we go. Here we go. It's Earth Day. Earth Day. It's Earth Day.